All right, and we are live. Holy cannoli, we have a lot going on. Yesterday, the Dow breaks through 43,000 for the first time ever, making a new all-time high. The S&P hit a new all-time high. Nvidia had a record close yesterday. We had a bunch of companies reporting earnings. UnitedHealth, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Walgreens. So a lot going on there. And then just a few minutes ago, the Biden administration dropped a bombshell on the market. So we got to talk about that. And with that said, welcome to Coffee with Markus and Morgan. Today is Tuesday, October 15th. And in this show, we are going to talk to you about what's happening in the markets and how we are trading it. Gosh, Mark, look at this yesterday. Another record high based on nothing.
Well, you're right, Marcus. Now, we are getting into earnings season, and I did see that of the 40 S&P 500 companies reporting so far, 80% have beat expectations. But yeah, just record highs, and a bit of a pullback today on some news.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we even start. Let's before we get to the bombshell news here that the Biden administration just dropped on the markets, let's talk about it. So, bunch of earnings today being released, and we had UnitedHealth. What happened here? My little pen is there we go, was blue. Johnson & Johnson, and then Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, and Charles Schwab. Let's take a look at these, and let's actually start with the financials. And Goldman Sachs, look at this. I mean, opening massively higher and right now reversing, just slightly down, but having a great start in the day.
Yeah, nice start to the day. They saw better than expected earnings per share, but also much better revenue and looking pretty good, although maybe some profit taking, possibly driven by this news, but giving up the early gains.
Yeah. Bank of America also, I mean, it looks kind of the same here. I mean, opening way higher, gapping open, pulling back right now. Also, financials here, banks doing better than expected.
Yeah, the better EPS, better revenue, looking pretty good, although pulling back.
Yeah. And then we have United Healthcare. I mean, what a shocker. And look at this, the exact opposite. United Healthcare opening massively lower at some point, down 10%. Now still down 6.6%, even though they reported better than expected earnings.
Yeah, huge comeback here, and the top and bottom numbers look great. Now, there was a warning with guidance here, and they cut their full year outlook, but it also seems to be that some of these insurance companies are taking a little bit of a hit with their exposure to the Medicare Advantage program and some costs there. So the sector in general was down after UNH's drop
Yeah.
and report.
And then we have Walgreens. Walgreens, I mean, reviving from the dead. I mean, if we zoom out a little bit and we see the chart, we see that Walgreens just has been plummeting pretty much. I don't know. Let's go to a weekly chart so that we see it. Moving down from $95 to $10 over the past few years. But then this morning, I mean, look at that. Zooming in here, up 17% so far.
Yeah, I have no explanation for this other than maybe it's because of the secret boots that they sell.
Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, let's look at
Walgreens
the numbers. I
Boots
mean, look,
Alliance?
huh?
Walgreens Boots Alliance? Is there something I don't know about Walgreens? They're that secret back door where they sell cowboy boots?
No, I believe that Boots is their international brand. Isn't that in the UK, the pharmacy and drugstore?
Well, there goes the fun I'm poking at it.
Doesn't work yet. We'll go to the jokes later in the show.
Maybe not. Maybe we
All right.
shouldn't.
So, I mean, beat on earnings, beat on revenue, and news that they're closing 1,200 stores.
Okay. So not necessarily good thing for employees, but trimming costs always welcome by investors.
Yeah, and they say 500 as early as next year. So in 2025, they want to close 500. And this is where there's some excitement and some revival here. I mean, uh, Walgreens now trading at levels that we haven't seen since August.
Wow, nice little run.
Okay. Well, I do believe we have to talk about the news because if we look at the heat map today, I mean, at first, let's actually look at the pre-market. And at first, I mean, this is what it looked at pre-market. And
Yeah.
yes, oil is moving lower. So energy, oil and gas moving lower. You just talked about it. Healthcare plans, they're moving lower. And then yesterday, Nvidia made a new all-time high. Let's take a look at this. And right now, look at this. After making a new all-time high, plummeting right now, 4%.
And this tied to a report that Biden administration officials are considering a uh, cap on exports to some countries, the focus being the Middle East.
Yeah. Because I mean, they're concerned that the chips make it through the Middle East to China, and this is where right now, I mean, we already know that there is export restrictions to China, and now more to the Middle East, and especially, I believe it was the United Arab UAE, United Arab Emirates. No, gosh, yeah. Anyhow, the UAE. Why can't I remember it? Do you know what it stands for?
United Arab Emirates.
That's what I just said. It sounded weird when I said it. When you say it, it
You're
makes more sense.
confusing yourself
Anyhow,
without my
so
help.
this right now, the bombshell dragging down the whole sector. If you look at the day performance right now, Nvidia down, AVGO got down. I mean, we look at the semiconductor. So Broadcom down, AMD down, ARM. I mean, just whoa, what's happening here? And everybody, so far, it's breaking news, declines to comment. I mean, nobody knows what exactly it's going on, but it's definitely sending shockwaves into the market.
Yeah, there also appeared to be so that could be part of it, but then I also saw that ASML, it appears as though their earnings might have been leaked because ASML is down big, and I think they were supposed to report earnings after the bell. Um, but I guess the CEO warned of cautiousness, saying that the recovery is more gradual than previously expected, and so that's a Dutch semiconductor company. So it could be twofold here. That's driving those chip stocks.
Yeah. Anyhow, looking at the markets right now, this morning, I mean, we met with our mastermind members this morning, and while we were meeting, there was absolutely nothing going on. Markets were just diddling the S&P 500, trading at these levels, trading at record highs, and then, as we can see, suddenly the news, whether it is the leaked AX or whatever the symbol is that we just discussed, or the bombshell news that we had here from the Biden administration. I mean, right now the market's moving lower with the Nasdaq leading the pack lower, down 0.8% right now. The S&P down 0.3%, and the Dow hanging in there after initially moving lower because of United Healthcare. Right now, same as UNH, bouncing back.
Yeah, come on its way back.
Yeah. And then we have also crude oil. Crude oil today massively down 5% after
Wow, this is big.
some news that we get from the crude oil market here. Did you see it this morning?
Yeah, and I mean this is it's another twofold, right? The OPEC members, they released their forecasts for the remainder of the year, adjusting it lower, also adjusting the 2025 expectations for output. So there's a lot of supply out there, right? But then this recent pop higher was due to geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, specifically between Israel and Iran. And there was news this morning that Israel has told the U.S. that they will not attack Iran's oil fields. So the double whammy there is driving crude oil lower, which lower oil is good in general unless you own some oil and gas positions.
which we'll talk about in a moment. But then this morning, also the IEA, the International Energy Agency, also said, yeah, lower demand. So OPEC, lower demand, IEA, a lower demand, and the no retaliation news that we are getting here, driving all prices lower down to, wow, we just broke $70, below $70 right now.
So it's a three for
Yeah,
three reasons.
it is. It is. Man, I want to check this. So Nvidia still, even with today's slide, the second largest American company by market capitalization. Look at that.
Wow. Hey, but you have to pull up Apple
Okay.
while we're looking at the largest.
Yes, Apple. There we go.
Look at that. New
Apple
records for Apple.
making new all-time highs. What do you know? So much for iPhone sales are slowing down and more competition in China. Well, whatever it is, I mean, investors still seem to be excited about Apple.
Yep.
All right, let's talk. Let's take a look at our positions, and we start with our WTF positions. And today we had several exits. So one of them being AEP. We did not take this trade, but this would have worked out really great. So entering at 98.08, exiting at 99.37. So a nice winning trade.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, that is a trade that we took, and it's working out, has been working out great.
Yeah, nice little win here. Exited this morning, and that's one more for the winning books.
Yes, and then XL Energy, we did not take this one, but this was another one. Going long at 62.78 this morning, exiting at 63.21. So if you had taken this, another winning trade. All right, we
Yeah.
do have quite a few open trades, and AMT, look at that. AMT running away this morning.
Yeah, real nice move. The AMT looks like a picture perfect WTF, and might have an exit for tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so I mean, I entered at 222.75. Right now, trading at 227. That's almost $5 higher. So this will be good. And just in case you're listening, AMT is American Tower Group. MDLZ, Mondelez International, another one, up 2.5% this morning.
Yeah, nice move. Now this is one that we got in earlier, and then it fell a little bit. Found some support around its 200-day moving average. So love the move today. Might have an exit tomorrow. Well, we'll see if we could get back to our entry point on this one. But I'm loving today's move.
Yeah, definitely. After being down almost 3%, I mean, today making it all back and right around our entry point. Tesla, that's one that we entered yesterday. And Tesla this morning pushing higher. Right now, just hanging in there. I entered at 220.01, and right now we are trading at 219.81. So nothing yet. Tesla hasn't decided yet where to go, but I'm knowing Tesla, I believe that we will fill this gap here.
I think there's going to be some pressure.
Some pressure to fill the gap to the upside.
Yes.
Okay, good. Jeez, sounded like pressure to the downside. All right, and then we have Verizon. Verizon also having another great day today. I mean, up 1.35%, and this is where I entered at 43.17 right now, trading at 43.80. So this looking good. Might get an exit signal there tomorrow. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, loving it.
All right. Hopping over to the wheel strategy. And on the wheel strategy, first up, let's just see. Oops. Nope. There we go. This is what I need to do. Wait a minute. I clicked a few buttons and I'm on the wrong account right now. So let's just look here at the wheel strategy. There we go. This looks much better. These are the stocks that we are in. Okay, let me share the iPad again, and then up CSIQ and
Hey.
golly, CSIQ, really? Give us a break, will you please?
Mhm.
I mean, after moving up to almost 20 over the last few days, sliding. I mean, on no news at all. I mean, I haven't seen any news that would explain this move here, but trading below 13 again. I mean, come on, CSIQ.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
It is. It is.
CSIQ.
So we'll see what happens there when this down move will be stopped. BP this morning with crude oil being down 5%. BP also down 3.4%. That's the position that you're in. I'm not in this one. But seems that it has stabilized and seemed even bouncing back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I hate this gap down on the drop in crude oil, but BP is a solid company, and it does look like there might be some support around 31. There you go. So uh, this now it's a W bottom, triple bottom. It's rally back up.
Yeah, it's a VW. All right, and then we have Halliburton. That's one that we are both in. Halliburton also today gapping lower with crude oil, hanging in there. I mean, night run trading around 29.50, 29.60, and we
Yeah.
see a very similar formation and just up and away. Let's go, Halliburton. All right, and then we have Coles. Coles, a position that I'm in, you're not in. And Coles, I mean, this morning trading as high as 2037. And for
Look at
me, I
that.
probably need to move up to 2050 before I can sell calls again. My existing position at 2150. We can actually hop over to the calculator and see if right now we do have enough premium here on Coles at the 2150. Getting there. I mean, 17% right now. Um, I mean, this is not looking bad. I mean, we might actually, if we have another push higher, get to a point where I can sell calls against my existing position again.
Yeah. So Coles was up 5% at one point, and how much do you need, Marcus?
Let's see. I only need 7 cents, and right, I believe that right now the bid ask is 4 by 7.
Yeah, it looks like high of the day was 8. So
Okay,
you might consider a fishing order there.
a
Bump it
fishing
up a
order
couple
at seven
pennies,
cents
go with
sounds about
10.
right. Yeah. Let's see. If I would get the 7 cents, let's just put it in here. That's 29 cents. So I mean, days high you said is 8. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
$376. Not bad. I'll take it if I
For a
can
couple
get it.
days. Yeah.
All right, definitely something to keep an eye on, and already had lots of fun with this, collecting a lot of premium, selling calls and selling puts. And then we have Merck. Merck this morning having a good day again and again. Merck is completely decoupled from the overall market, while right now we are down in the overall market. Merck is up 1.4%. Found some nice support here at 108. My break even at 114.70. Still needs to move a little bit higher before I can sell calls again, but I like that we are moving back into this range here between 112 and 120 with trading at 111.23 already.
Not too bad.
And then Oops,
Yeah.
UPS. I mean, UPS
Up,
just,
setting up.
yeah,
Can't complain. Look at that. Getting back up to those highs that we saw at the end of September. Now it's time to take those out and fill that gap.
yeah. Around 137, right now trading at 135.85. And seems that we have finally broken out of the range. And let's see if we can start establishing a trend channel here. As you can see, after we broke out, we started forming this trend channel. So if this trend channel holds, the next goal would be 140, so another $5 before we might see another pullback and then moving higher. So that is the idea here right now for UPS.
Yeah, I mean, this is maybe one of the benefits of lower crude oil, less expense for companies like UPS.
It seems so. All right. So in a minute, we'll go back and see what is happening in the markets right now. If after these bombshell news that we had this morning, if we see a little bit of a reversal here and attacking new all-time highs again. But first, now you can make jokes. Let's see. What do you got for us?
Well, Marcus, some of the viewers might know that we like to barbecue, smoke some meats, and we enjoy good steaks and cooking in general. And I figured out a great recipe. Do you know how to make gold soup? You just add 14 carrots.
Okay.
Now that isn't a dad joke. I don't know what it is.
All right. Okay. So I was planning to tell a dad joke, but I just found something that I had to share that will replace my dad joke today. So on Amazon, how people leave ratings on products, I just found
Sure.
the most recent one, and here it is. Beds should look like beds. I ordered this when I was high because I thought it was a giant ice cream sandwich. It's not. It's a bed and not the $150 ice cream sandwich I wanted.
Valid point.
It
Oh
does
my
look like an
God.
ice cream sandwich, though. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. A little heavy on the ice cream, not the chocolatey.
For sure. For sure. All right. Back to
Good.
the markets, and we see the S&P 500 right now coming off session lows, but still a little bit unsure, not knowing how to digest the news that we got here. The Nasdaq also bouncing back a little bit after the initial shocker here, and the Dow right now trading at, I don't want to say session highs because it seems that we had a very violent open here based on what we see on the first bar, opening higher, then moving lower, and right now bouncing back. The winner today in the indices, what do you know? IWM, the
Look
Russell
at that.
2000 trading at session highs. However, not yet at all-time highs. Well, it is attacking, it seems. Now, we still have ways to go there. I was just zooming out a little bit.
But still looking good.
Still looking good. Still looking good. So a lot going on, and I really believe that over the next few hours here, the markets will digest the news and figure out what's happening. Also with what is it, AXSML? What was the symbol that we were looking?
ASML.
ASML. There we go. Yeah, ASML. Seeing what happens here when they officially report the earnings after the close. So a lot going on. So you want to make sure that you're not missing tomorrow's show. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the little notification bell. If you enjoyed today's show, we appreciate a like from you. And if you like to leave a comment, let us know which of these jokes you like better today. Really appreciate it. That's all I got. With that said, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Happy trading, everybody.